Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why that Brigitte is the best hero in Overwatch currently. Oh my god, is this chick overpowered? I have not, fully understood how OP that she is until just recently, and oh my god, is she broken. I knew that she was annoying to begin with, just because, the shield bash, and, the fact that she can pretty much get you at all 1v1 scenarios. But oh my god, dude, I've just been using her recently, just non-stop and trying to get really good with her, and holy crap, I didn't know, seriously, how broken she was. And I normally, when I claim that a character is broken, usually I try to be very, very, very optimistic and just hope that I'm wrong, and that they're only just really good with the character, or the character with their team composition is just really fitting well, or that person just in natural got lucky. But there's certain characters like Brigitte here where every single scenario she can win, and it's absolutely absurd. I don't understand how I ended up not realizing this at first, because I play Brigitte a lot. In fact, she's actually one of my main heroes now. But I did not really fully use her. In fact, I was actually using Reaper for the most part very recently, just because I was trying to use him to get my competitive free-for-all wins and everything, and that was the only hero that I was using in there. So I didn't really end up using Brigitte too much in a competitive way, because the only way that you could use her was in competitive Season 10, and that was just recently. Sure, she's been out for a couple months in Season 10, but I didn't play Season 10 at all for the first I don't know, the first month, maybe month and a half. All I did was just the placement matches, and then only just recently tonight I was actually playing, and I actually ended up getting to platinum, which is pretty cool. But I can't believe how much I just slept on this. This is just seriously just overpowered and broken. Now, am I asking for a nerf? See, that's the thing, is that I'm not really asking for a nerf. Here's the thing, right? So is that whenever there's a character that I genuinely think is overpowered, I usually think that they need a rework. If they're blatantly overpowered, then yeah, they need to be toned down a little bit and then fixed. But here's the thing, is that Brigitte is in a situation where, yes, she's overpowered in my opinion, but only in her own right. She's overpowered and peaks very, very high in a lot of scenarios, but she's not immortal. I embellish the truth a little bit, and I kind of act like she's pretty much a god. I do that with a lot of characters just as a joke or a meme. But there is some situations where she can lose a gunfight, but for the most part, I would say 9 out of 10 of them she wins. So for example, if you put her in a 1v1, if you put her in a 1v1 with any DPS, she's gonna win, because she'll just zone you with her rocket flail. And then when you get close to try to get past her shield, which she'll pretty much have 24/7, you end up getting meleeed, and then by the time you end up getting close, if she's on a cooldown or whatever, she'll just end up getting your teammates killed by her teammates or something. And I'm talking about a normal quick player competitive or whatever. But she'll just stall until her team can help her out. And so the time that you are able to catch her off guard, her whole team is already there to end up helping her out. And when you end up having free-for-all, for example, you're not going to win a gunfight alone with her. I ran into a couple of Brigittes during competitive free-for-all, and she doesn't die. Legitly, unless somebody's helping you kill her, which is very far and few in between. And most people for some reason are douchebags, and they'll go around the Brigitte because they're I don't want to deal with this either, but I'll kill you because you already lost half your health to her, which happened a lot to me. You can see why. That's why I like to tell my voice. But the thing is that Brigitte, she'll kill you in a 1v1 almost 9 times out of 10, just because she'll just zone you. And when you have to get close to be able to break the zoning, she'll just melee you, and she'll shield bash you, and then she'll get you ready halfway down to your health by the time you're unstunned. And she's just literally the perfect combo of all the things that are in the game. She has the ability to defend herself at range. She has the ability to attack you up close and from far range. She has the ability to give herself healing, because every single time she damages you, she gets health back like Moira. She has the ability to give her and her whole entire team 400 health because of her ultimate, basically rendering everyone immortal. And like I really don't know what I'm gonna have to say to convince you guys that she's just not like underpowered in the slightest. She is really strong, and like I'm surprised that people aren't spamming her in the meta more. Now, do I want to see people abusing Brigitte? Hell no, I do not want to see people abusing a hero, because then that just would make it fun. I'm just genuinely surprised that like a lot of people aren't using her though. Like, I mean, what would you guys think about if you see Brigitte more? Would you want to see her be more in the meta? Because there's generally some people that think that she's underpowered and not overpowered. In fact, like some of the Overwatch community and some of even the developers have said that recently, where like they're not sure where Brigitte stands. They say that some people think that she's actually overpowered and that she needs a nerf, and there's some people that think she's underpowered and can use a buff. Now, like, I don't think she needs a buff, but at the same time, I don't think she needs a nerf. I just think that what people need to do with her more often is that they just need to learn how to use her. Because, like, think about it this way. There are certain characters that we all know get abused, and there are certain characters that also don't even get used the proper way. Like, there's some people that will DPS as a healer, or there's some people that will, you know, try to go for like trick shots with Hanzo or Widowmaker or something, when they really should just be sniping in the back of the map for their team. Or like, yo, they shouldn't be using her on quick play and trying to use her on offense, god damn it. Alright. Anyways, that's more of a personal attack, sorry. But like, there's just certain characters that like you just don't use correctly. But with Brigitte, a lot of people like don't really know what to do with her, and so I think the way to fix the meta with her is just to use her in the proper way. You know, like, she's not broken, it's just that she's broken in the way people are using her. Does that make any sense? Like, a lot of people just don't know how to properly use her. A lot of people try to use her as a DPS that can heal and counter you at all ranges in any 1v1 scenario. But, you know, the thing is, though, is that she's even more stronger when she has a whole entire team backing her up. So you're probably wondering, like, well, then what the hell is her counter? And the thing is that her counter is high damage and teamwork. Think about it this way, her shield is only at 600 health. If her shield is at 600 health, you can shred that with like a Reaper, or you can shred that with maybe like even a Roadhog if you can get lucky and hook her maybe and then shoot her. And you can end up getting her in a whole bunch of ways as long as you play your cards right. You just can't do something like rush her as a Lucio and expect the slow you know, sound projectiles to be able to like get her shield to go back down, because by the time that happens, she'll just get close to you and shield bash. You need something that has high damage to get her shield down quickly, so that way by the time her cooldown is done, she can't already like pull up the shield and shield bash you again and do that shield bash meta. So you need damage and then you need teamwork, because here's the thing is that if you're in a solo situation, you're just going to need damage. But if you're in a team-based situation, you need to make sure that your team is guarding your ass, because if you end up getting Brigitte, like, you know, like exposed where her shield's down or anything, you know, you need to be able to dog team her, because she needs to be dead as soon as that happens. Like, you either kill her once or you kill her 12 times, just like Mercy, because she will bring back pretty much like her whole entire team to victory. It's absolutely absurd. And even Sombra is good for like neutralizing her, because you can get lucky and you can get invisible and like get behind her and then hack her. She can't do anything. If you take away her kit, she's actually surprisingly very useless. She can't shield, so she can't protect herself at range, so she's only going to be able to do anything remotely towards keeping herself alive if she gets up close. And even when she does that, she can only just swing. She can't she can't shield bash, she can't heal her team, she can't heal herself necessarily, I believe. So she can only swing, and basically that's what happens like with Reinhardt, and she's completely useless when you do that to her. So probably Sombra would be the best way to counter her, maybe. Not even necessarily a Reaper, but like she's just like really overpowered, and I don't understand how that people have slept on this. It's just absurd. So I'm going to be showing you guys some clips right now of some gameplay that I got tonight when I was actually playing her in comp. And like, I just want to show you guys the absolute like absurdness of these clips, because there was at one point where I ended up getting a final part on Route 66, and literally like the whole entire enemy team just kept rushing out of spawn, rushing out of spawn, rushing out of spawn, and it was a complete cluster F. And like for some reason I just couldn't die. I was either getting my health back, getting my teammates to help me out, or I was just like for some reason able to like conjure like this god within me, and I just couldn't die. And there was even a part where like the third round of our competitive match, when we were trying to protect the payload from the enemy team, they only got it like literally just around a corner almost, like, and then we immediately won right after because they barely moved it. Like, I'm going to show you guys these clips right now because they're just absolutely ridiculous. Alrighty, so here is the gameplay of where I ended up getting this absurd 20 kill streak when I was playing with some randoms in competitive on Route 66. I just don't know how this happened, but I was just in the zone tonight. I was winning game after game after game, and I was just able to like actually just do really well. In fact, I actually climbed out of gold and managed to get into platinum by just solo queuing, which just surprised me. Like, she's really good for solo carrying, and like for playing comp. You can actually carry your team so well, because like if you're playing solo and your team just doesn't want to like do the proper comp, literally, if you use Brigida with pretty much anything, if you use her with even like a slightly like ridiculous comp and not even necessarily a reasonable one, she'll work. I mean, you can't do something like all snipers or like all healers or like you know, all DPS still, but like you can still do pretty damn close to doing that and still win, because she does pretty much everything. She'll heal your team, you know, she'll protect herself, she'll keep herself alive, and she'll just make the enemies disabled, because when you stun them and when you get them at range, they're thrown off, they can't do anything, and it just screws with them. So she's a really good solo carry hero, and that's why she's starting to become my favorite hero in the game, and why I think you guys should even give her a try, is just because she's just so fun and so OP to use. It's absolutely ridiculous. So this 20 kill streak is wrapping up here, or the gameplay itself is wrapping up here, because I actually ended up getting this surprisingly quick, where the video actually really isn't that long. But I ended up just chasing down everybody, and everyone just kept running away and running away and running away. And it was kind of funny because like everyone's actually really intimidated by me, even though I'm a support, and like I'm just running around DPSing. But at the same time, if you notice, my teammates aren't really dying. Sure, there's a couple of them that are dying because I can't heal them 24/7. You know, I can only throw armor on them, like I think it's like every 6 seconds. So pretty much like I can only heal pretty much any 6 seconds. But for when I can heal, I do heal. I don't just ignore my team. But I'm able to get even the annoying characters and heal my team at the same time. Like, I don't know a hero that I've been able to do that with before. I'm stunning these Tracers and Genjis that are only swapping to these characters last second, just so that way they can stall on the payload. And I'm making it so that way they can't do BS to me. That's another thing I really like about Brigida. She prevents Tracer and Genjis from diving on the point to just screw with you and contest the payload. But another thing is too is that like I'm keeping my team alive surprisingly for the little like amount that I heal. I give people armor even when I don't heal them, so I am still doing something to contribute to the team, and like I'm just doing pretty much everything, and it's just super fun. It's rewarding to know that. Now, what do you guys think about Brigida? Do you actually end up liking her as a character, even if you don't necessarily like dying by her, but in general, like, do you like using her when you know that she's this good? Do you enjoy playing against her too, even? Do you think that she's overpowered? Do you think that she's underpowered? And let me know whether you think that she needs a buff or nerf, or maybe even just stay the way she is. I really want to know your thoughts on Brigida. I know this is only one character, and it's like a lot of people have already had their opinions on her for the longest while, but a lot of people do underestimate her still. I only see her, you know, sometimes in the meta. I noticed a lot of people are still playing Mercy, even though she's been nerfed into oblivion, and a lot of people still even play Moira. Like, those are like the two best healers for sure in terms of healing per second. But for actual like fun factor, like honestly, she's the most fun healer that I played ever since Mercy, before she got nerfed into the ground. And like, it's just super fun to actually be able to have a fun healer again. And now I really want to show you guys this final clip right here, where the enemies were trying to actually get out of their spawn and trying to actually contest the payload during my third round of comp that I was playing here. And they just couldn't move out of spawn. I was able to like somehow like just get all my teammates to just channel all their inner tryhards and just cluster all right on top of the payload. Everyone pretty much jumped on the objective, which surprised me. And we all ended up just murdering this team. Like, we swept them under the rug. Like, it was just absolutely insane. And the thing is too is that like, this is support. This is a support character, and like I am DPSing and doing even a tank role with the support, because like, you know, Jeff even said himself, she's a support tank mixture, but she can still DPS too. And like she's literally every single class. It's just absurd. I mean, I know I've been repeating myself a lot in this video, but like I'm just being human. Like I'm just giving my opinion like any other person would, and be just letting you guys know, it is what it is. Like I'm telling you how it is, and like she's really fun, and like she's really overpowered in certain ways. And like she really is meta heavy in my opinion. Like I feel like that you need to have her in your team meta to be able to even do well. If you're going dive comp, if you're going like solo carrying, if you're just literally playing even to like just screw around and just mess with people, like to piss off enemies, she's the character for you. Like she's so useful in so many different ways that it's just so fun. I can't even stress to you guys, like literally I'm trying to, but I can't stress to you guys how fun she is of a character to play in the game right now. And this is even in quick play and TDM, but like dude, she's just one of the best heroes in the game. You gotta try her out. Anyways, the gameplay is wrapping up here. I don't want to like tell you guys the same thing over and over again for a whole entire another 15 minutes. I'm just gonna finish this up. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Leave a like if you ended up enjoying the video, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, because that's really appreciated. And I'll let you guys know when I'm uploading another video. And make sure you also turn on the notification bell so that way YouTube doesn't screw me over and make where you can't see my uploads. But anyways, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.